Retailer-related offences involving power-assisted bicycles or e-bikes fell by more than 3 times last year. This compared to the 55 cases in 2022. The Land Transport Authority says these include unregistered devices kept in shops and improper display of number plates. Authorities are working to put the brakes on PAB-related lapses through greater education and enforcement. Alif Amsyar reports.
Power-assisted bikes like these are the workhorse that many food delivery riders rely on. It helps them go further and faster with ease. In fact, one retailer says some 95% of its PAB buyers are delivery workers. But selling these bikes come with stringent safeguards.
They must be certified to EN 15194. This is actually an international standard for PABs. The next step is actually to send the PABs for LTA type approval. So LTA will do a stringent check for the PAB, after which they will affix the PAB with a LTA orange seal. The orange seal also becomes the registration number of the PAB.
Mr. Chu says that original and approved e-bikes is a safe mode of transportation, but there are dangers when users modify the machines.
They might want to change to a bigger battery size, so they could actually travel further. The other is they may want to just buy a charger with a higher amps, so that they could actually charge the battery faster. We do have to remind consumers that any form of modifications to an LTA approved PAB basically will make it non-compliant, and from a retailer point of view, it will also void the warranty. So the consumer at the end of the day will have to bear the entire risk.
Last week, a retailer was fined $7,000 for selling an illegally modified PAB and a non-compliant battery. The unlawful devices were linked to 2 separate blazes last year, causing one of the users to suffer burns. The Land Transport Authority says it carries out regular enforcement against errant retailers and users. Consumers are also advised to buy from reputable sources. It's also important they check for defects when purchasing second-hand devices or parts online. Online marketplaces like this one have hundreds of listings related to PABs. One observer says most users should know by now the rules governing such devices, especially when there are ongoing efforts to raise awareness about PAB safety.
There are so many PABs out there in use, and it is not feasible to check every single PAB on every single day. So I think what the authorities are doing is trying to focus their enforcement efforts on the things which cause the greatest concern to the public. For example, excess speeding and using of PABs on unauthorized paths.
Ultimately, he says there needs to be a balance between enforcement, education, and owners who need to shoulder the responsibility of using PABs. This includes bearing the duty of putting their safety and others first.
More on non-compliant active mobility devices. These are known to pose severe fire risks and caused several incidents over the years. Now, authorities say such devices led to 6 deaths since 2019. Let's take a look at some cases. Last May, an e-bike caught fire in Bedok. The owner had left it charging along the corridor of a public housing block. Now, investigations showed that the device was not registered and purchased from a second-hand seller in 2021. It was also equipped with an aftermarket battery bought online. There was another case in March in the same year. A PAB parked at a hawker centre started emitting smoke before it exploded and was engulfed in flames. Stalls near the device were damaged due to the extensive heat. Findings revealed that the owner had a non-original modified battery pack. It was stored in a delivery bag that was attached to the bike. In January last year, sparks started flickering from the bottom of an e-bike battery. It ignited into flames in a lift of a Bukit Batok housing flat. Modifications were made to the device's controller. Its LCD display panel and other controls were also removed from its default positions. Now, if you own an e-bike or looking to buy one, there are several ways to stay safe. After buying a complete original set, avoid mixing and matching component parts. always store or charge your device in a cool, sheltered area. Allow the battery to cool down before using or charging it. And do check for any damage to the battery. And these include cracks, abnormal sounds, or even water seepage.